What is up, Team Octane? What's up, San Antonio? We're going to talk about how to see results here in 6 weeks. So this is exciting. I saw this study. I got this bad boy right here, online. It talks about muscle adaptations in the early stages of resistance training. So, we love resistance training here. Resistance training is basically, any sort of weight training. So, if you're using machines, you can do that using machines. At Octane, we don't use machines, we make machines. So here, in San Antonio, we like doing, we'll use, you don't really see any machines here, but we've seen people lose, a ton of weight in 20 pounds in 7 weeks. We've seen people put 300 pounds on their back squat in a year. So we've seen a lot of good results depending if someone wants to lose weight or gain muscle. But enough about that. What we saw in the study is that you really, they looked at people at the beginning, at 0 weeks, and these people are untrained, haven't been working out, and then they tracked them over 3 weeks and then over 6 weeks. And what they saw actually is that people, going up about a pound, per leg. They actually measure in kilograms, but a pound per leg, when we're talking about a pound per leg and muscle mass. So, and they just look purely at the lower body. So a couple things to keep in mind, that if you look, at their strength, that also went up. But one of the first things that came to mind is when we're weighing in clients, and all things being equal, that means there's no change in diet, or minimal change in diet, that the weight's gonna go up, right? Your body weight's gonna go up. So keep that in mind. If initially you're in there 3 to 6 weeks, you're working out and your weight's going a little bit up, keep that in mind. I've seen people definitely gain about 5 pounds, of muscle if they're very thin and not a lot of muscle tone. So I'm gonna show you one of my favorite exercises, and one of our coach Jesse's favorite exercises for, really total body strength, later, and then also for toning up, your arms. So I'm going to give you those 2 exercises here in a minute. But first I want to remind you guys that we're burning 60 to 70% of our calories with our resting metabolism. Doing weight training helps tone up your total body and also boost your metabolism. So you're burning calories around the clock. So that's why we love doing it. That's why I love doing it personally, because I can work out, not every day and still see, progress and good results. So, they saw that at the 0.4, about a pound per leg increase in weight, and also that was the same with their their strength level. So I'm going to try to show you these studies, and maybe our cameraman, Coach Jesse, can tell me if you can see that those lines are just linear. I mean, they're the amount of muscle mass they're getting is just going straight up, and also their strength levels are just going straight up. So you see a lot of big improvements, another point I did say, keep in mind that if you're doing some weight training, then your weight could go up. The other thing to keep in mind is just hang in there, just hang in there. So if you hang in there, you're gonna see some results. Stay on a regimen. One thing that we're big at Octane is tracking progress. So I want to show you those exercises, but first I just want to say, make sure you track your progress. So if you're lifting, you're maybe doing one exercise that I'm going to show you, a squat to press, and it's going to be like this. If you start off doing 10 pounds, you're gradually, over 6 weeks or whatever the case is, maybe a little bit longer, track your progress and then try to get up to, a little more weight. Maybe instead of 10 pounds, you go to 12 pounds, then you go to 15 pounds. We've seen people, their weights, if you look at pure percentages, we've seen their weights go up, 30, 40, 50, 100% in 6 weeks. So it's pretty exciting. And that means if we're able to lift more weight, we're able to produce more force, we're able to burn more calories, and you burn more calories, we're gonna get to results a lot faster. So keep that in mind. That's one of my favorite exercises, squats and press. So I'll show you a couple things to keep in mind when you're doing it. You're starting off with the weights right here, up, higher. Again, start with some weights that are comfortable. And then you're gonna be going to a squat position, shooting your hips back. Nice and low, thighs parallel to the ground, and then press straight up, okay? one thing to keep in mind when you're doing this exercise is use your legs to get the weights up. Sometimes I'll demonstrate, I'll break it into 2 pieces and press just to demonstrate the squat properly and the overhead press properly. But then when I'm coaching people, you know, they'll break it up into 2 parts, and that's my fault. So what you want to make sure when you're doing is just make sure it's one smooth movement, down and then press, down, press, okay? That's a total body exercise. Definitely works, you know, a lot of core. It's gonna work your arms, you know, pressing up, and also gonna work your legs. So the other exercise that one of Coach Jesse's favorite exercises, aside from the squat, bench, and deadlift, is the 3-point row. Now this is really good for your back, toning up your back. What we're going for right here is trying to make sure the elbow doesn't pass too much past the midline of the body right there. If we get it too high, it's going to be, you know, a little bit hard on the shoulder joint. And if we don't lift it up high enough, most likely the weight's going to be too heavy and you're not working a lot of your back. So keep in mind, you know, that sweet spot is going to be right there where your elbows right next to the side of your body. So covered a couple of different things there. Hope I didn't go off on too many tangents today, but just want, you know, keep in mind when you're just starting a program, track those weights and just stick with it. Stick with it 3 to 6 weeks. It's a great time of year. You know, people are fit. I see people running outside, you know, here. We're in the medical center, so I see people running outside and really getting after it. So stick with it. Whatever you're doing, track the progress, and know that if you are lifting weights, which is what we want to do to lose weight, tone up, you know, then, you know, your weight might go up a little bit, especially if you haven't been training, and that's a good thing. The more muscle we can have, the more we're going to be burning calories around the clock. And if you want someone to help you burn calories on the clock, we got our Fit in 50 program starting February 6th. Results, having a good time. So thank you guys. Feel free to comment or share this video if you got anything out of it. Thank you.